Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we will study about Rankine cycle. We are going to see what is Rankine cycle and then what is organic Rankine cycle, and then we will see what is the difference between Rankine and organic Rankine cycle, and then we will discuss about construction and working of organic Rankine cycle, and then we will study processes and mathematical operations of organic Rankine cycle, and then we will see important points for selection of working fluid, and then we will study the need of regenerator in organic Rankine cycle unit, and in the last we will see applications of organic Rankine cycle. So firstly, what is Rankine cycle? Rankine cycle is a thermodynamic cycle which converts heat into work. The heat is supplied externally, which commonly use water as a working fluid, and common heat sources for power plants using the Rankine cycle are coal, natural gas and oil. Now, what is organic Rankine cycle? Organic Rankine cycle is named for its use of an organic high molecular mass fluid with boiling point occurring at lower temperature than Rankine cycle. The fluid allows heat recovery from lower temperature sources, so organic Rankine cycle is effective way to convert waste into useful power. Now, what is the difference between Rankine and organic Rankine cycle? The main difference between two cycles is the working fluid used in each cycle. Water is the only working fluid used in steam Rankine cycle, while there are hundreds of working fluid which can be used in organic Rankine cycle like butane, pentane and silicon oil, etc. The next difference is maintenance cost. The maintenance cost of organic Rankine cycle is very low as compared to Rankine cycle, as the density of organic fluid is dependent on volumetric flow rate. Higher density means lower specific volume and subsequently lower component size. So organic fluid offers less costly cycle and small sized piping system because of higher density. Next point is normal boiling point. The normal boiling point of organic Rankine cycle is less than Rankine cycle, as most of the organic fluid have lower normal boiling point than water. This property makes organic fluid need a lower heat temperature than water to evaporate and recover thermal energy from heat sources. The next point is condensing pressure. The condenser pressure in many organic Rankine cycle is higher than the atmospheric pressure. The water condensing pressure at 298 Kelvin is 3.15 kPa, but at the same time it is 105.49 kPa for R11. Point is superheat. There is need of superheat in Rankine cycle, but there is no need of superheat in organic Rankine cycle because many organic Rankine cycle use dry or isentropic fluids. Last difference is environmental and safety factors. In case of Rankine cycle, water as working fluid is environment friendly, non-flammable, non-toxic, has no ozone depletion potential and no global warming. But at the same time, in case of organic Rankine cycle, organic fluids can be flammable and toxic, has greenhouse effect and ozone depletion potential. Now, what are the major components and working procedure of organic Rankine cycle? The major components of organic Rankine cycle are pump, evaporator, turbine and condenser. The working principle for organic Rankine cycle is same as Rankine cycle. The condensed working fluid is pumped from the condenser where the pressure is low to the evaporator where the pressure is high. The high pressure liquids enter the evaporator and absorb the thermal energy from the source at constant pressure. The high pressure vapor leaves the evaporator and expands through the expander at constant entropy to produce the mechanical work. Under the expansion process, the pressure reduces to condenser pressure. After expansion process, the working fluid leaves the expander and enters the condenser as unsaturated and superheated vapor. In the condenser, working fluid condensate and change the phase to saturated or liquid with the help of heat sink, and then cycle is repeated. Now, different processes of organic Rankine cycle and mathematical derivation. The process 1 to 2 is isentropic compression process in the pump, which requires works to do. So, work done by pump is equal to H2 minus H1. The process 2 to 3 is isobaric heat absorption process in the evaporator. In this process, the heat addition takes place. The heat added is equal to the H3 minus H2. The process 3 to 4 is isentropic expansion process in the expander. In this process, work is given out, so work done by turbine is equal to H3 minus H4. The process 4 to 1 is isobaric heat rejection process in the condenser. In this process, heat is rejected out, so heat rejected is equal to H4 minus H1, and thermal efficiency is total work done to the heat added. So, work done by turbine minus work done by pump to the heat added is defined as the thermal efficiency of organic Rankine cycle. Now, organic Rankine cycle unit with regenerator. In case of dry fluids, the cycle can be improved by the use of regenerator. A counter-current heat exchanger is installed between expander outlet and the evaporator inlet. The power required from the heat source is therefore reduced and efficiency is increased. Now, what are the important points for the selection of working fluid? The choice of working fluid depends on the heat source and heat sink temperature. The choice of working fluid is not an easy process. Following are some properties for the working fluid selection. Firstly, the critical pressure. The critical pressure for the working fluid must be higher than the pressure in evaporator. Next is vapor density. The vapor density must be high, so organic fluid offers less costly cycle. Next is high heat capacity. The high heat capacity of the liquid leads to better energy recovery from the heat source. Next is thermally and chemically stable. The working fluid should be thermally and chemically stable. Now we are going to see some applications of organic Rankine cycle. These are some applications we will discuss one by one. Firstly, the waste heat recovery. The waste heat recovery is the process in which energy is extracted from the waste heat. In steam cycle, the economics of waste heat recovery do not justify when the temperature of waste heat is low. A waste heat recovery system extracts the thermal power from the exhaust gases of the industrial waste. The intermediate fluid transfers the recovered heat to the organic fluid in the organic Rankine cycle evaporator. The vaporized fluid then passes to the turbine, causing the turbine to spin and creating electricity into the generator. Next application is biomass power plant. The traditional fuels are expensive and have impacts on climate changes and greenhouse effects. Biomass is cheap and environmentally friendly energy source. Biomass fuels exist in many forms like agricultural waste, farm waste. The intermediate fluid transfers the recovered heat to the organic fluid in the organic Rankine cycle evaporator. The vaporized fluid then passes to the turbine, causing the turbine to spin and creating electricity into the generator. Next application is geothermal plants. The geothermal plants has potential to supply renewable electricity to large number of community. This source of energy is clean, renewable, and production can be highly sufficient. Heat from the ground can be used as energy source. This energy is converted into electricity through thermodynamic organic Rankine cycle. Last application is solar thermal power. The parabolic dish, solar tower, or different technologies are used to extract power from solar thermal. The steam Rankine cycle need higher temperature in order to be profitable, but organic Rankine cycle works at lower temperature. The thermal energy collected by solar panels is converted into electricity by a thermodynamic organic Rankine cycle. These are some sources of presentation. If you have any queries, question, you can comment in the comment box or fill in the feedback form which is available in the description box.